Active Newsroom, and joining me now is Peter Jensen. He is the CEO of Rocket Fuel Payment Solutions. And Peter, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Likewise, thank you very much.
So you and I talked a few weeks ago highlighting some of your financial numbers, and at that point you had a set of numbers, and now here we are just a short time later, and you've got even better numbers that you're seeing. I mean, it really is a story of continued rapid growth. Is that accurate, Peter?
Yes, it is. It is that the proof of the product market fit that every young company sees, where once you get out there and people realize who you are and what your products do and how they benefit, you just get more and more customers on board. And I think last we spoke, I said we were at about 3 million annual recurring revenue and that we'd hit 5 million in October. Well, here we are 2 weeks later. We already hit it just because we got a couple of new customers live, and they're just driving thousands of transactions every single day. That increases our volume and our revenue.
Yeah, and that's why you've had some stability over the last few quarters as well. Can you talk about that? How important that is for those new customers when they turn on? They bring in a whole new group of people, and so folks need to understand that. And these are happening day, like your pipeline is continuing to be full of these type of customers, right?
Yes, we have a lot of customers who we are working on from a sales perspective, obviously from an implementation perspective, and so on. And I just want to always be a little bit conservative. And so last time we spoke, I did know about this customer that promised us a lot of volume, and I just didn't talk about it. But here we are now; they're live, and yeah. So, they generate about 1,500 transactions extra every single day. So this is an example, right, of a customer that, because people are always asking me, well, Peter, do people really pay with crypto? And the answer is yes. This customer alone, one customer went live, and the first day we had 1,500 payment transactions every single day. That's a lot, $200,000 in volume. So people are paying with crypto, and that's per day, right? It's 6 million a month from one customer.
Yeah, that's amazing. Rules around North America and the world. Where do you see those heading? Because obviously, it's dependent on your growth to see that rules come in that favor obviously what you're doing. So I'm just wondering about your thoughts on some of the rules that you're seeing around the world and where they're going and where you think they're going. Are they going in the right direction? Is really.
Definitely, they're going in the right direction all around the world. If you look at all the different countries, we've talked about this, that adopt stable coins. It's happening here in the US with PayPal and Circle and all of those companies. So yeah, that is definitely going in the right direction, and that has contributed to these results. People are getting more and more comfortable, and that has allowed us to generate 5 consecutive quarters of double growth in revenue. And this quarter, it's going to be at least that, probably 3 times, right? So we see the adoption. We see people getting more comfortable with the new technology, which is always what happens when you introduce new technology to a market.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that there is quite a few people who are not the traditional person where you go to a job, you get paid every 2 weeks and things like that. There's a lot more of the type of people that are looking for flexibility, looking for a new way of doing things, and that's really what your company is providing.
Yes, it is. More and more people are just realizing that digital currencies are just more efficient, faster, cheaper than the old way of moving money in our society, where you have to call up your bank or send them an email or type something in. It's just so much faster. And I think more and more people are realizing the benefits of a stable coin, which is pegged to the dollar or to the euro. So they're realizing there is there doesn't have to be volatility depending on the coin I choose. So you see more and more people like, just send it to me directly. I'll have it 5 minutes later. And it's an educational process that we're going through in our society and all around the world. And we'll get there. But, Jeff Bezos, he didn't build Amazon overnight. But here we are some years later after he started, and he proved that the internet was going to create a big business for him. It's the same thing with Elon Musk, right? There's only X%, low percentage, who are buying electric vehicles. But I'm pretty sure that if we talk 10 years from now, it's totally different. And the same goes with this new technology. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen.
Yeah, and even capturing 2% of that market is big business, and that's what people need to understand, is that what you say, there's a number of people that are turning that way. 2% of that number is a big number, and that's what Amazon has really proven, that if they can get 1% of the world doing it, that's a lot of people.
Exactly right. People were laughing in the beginning at Bezos. Oh, but it's only 2% that buy via the internet. Brick and mortars are not going to go away, and they don't go away, right? And now it's moved to, I don't know, 25% that's bought online. Same thing with Elon Musk. I don't know, 2% of all cars today. So some people are still laughing at him, saying, "Oh, it's only 2%," but next it's going to be 3%. Hey, that's a 50% increase in his market opportunity. And the same thing with payments. Everything in our lives over the past 30 years have gone digital. Why would money not do the same? Of course it is. And technology is driving it.
Peter, let's turn back to you now real quick as we wrap up here. You mentioned obviously the incredible growth that you're seeing. You don't see that slowing down anytime soon?
Definitely not. We see it increasing. And one thing is, we really believe that this is a great investment opportunity for anyone who wants to be riding the wave of a new technology. Of course, there's always risk with new technology, but if you look at similar companies to us, what are they being traded at? What are they being valued at? A lot of the private companies, they are being valued at 10 times their current annual recurring revenue. And if you apply that to our revenue, and we are at 5 million now, well, that should give us a market cap of about 50 million. So we think it's a great opportunity to capitalize on this technology.
Absolutely. All right, Peter, thank you so much. Good to chat with you, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, Peter Jensen, the CEO of Rocket Fuel Payment Solutions.